Now, Lizzo and the problem she's currently having. Lizzo is an artist I've never spoken about in here. She's actually a rapper who's pretty big in the mainstream and has been for a little bit of time. She was the trending topic the other week after a little situation went down on an Instagram Live. Lizzo pretty much broke down on IG Live in front of her fans, opening up about a couple things which then led to her being all up in the headlines. With that being said though, let's not waste any time and let's talk about it. Now, Lizzo is a rapper, singer, and songwriter out of Detroit, Michigan. She started taking off back in 2019 with a record titled Truth Hurts. That song had actually been out for 2 years before it blew up. It was released back in September 2017, ended up blowing up in 2019 and got that #1 placement on Billboard that same year. She also dropped a project that same year titled 'Cause I Love You, which took her wave to a whole nother level, and ever since then, things have been going up for her. Now, apart from that, why am I making this video? Well, like I said in the intro, the other day she was doing an IG Live that ended up not so good. Lizzo broke down in front of her audience as a result of a lot of the hate she's been receiving.
Sometimes I feel like the world just don't love me back. It's like it doesn't matter how much positive energy you put into the world, you're still gonna have people who have something mean to say about you. I just feel like I'm seeing negativity directed towards me in the most weirdest way. Like, people saying shit about me that just doesn't even make sense. It's fatphobic. And it's racist and it's hurtful. If you don't like my music, cool. If you don't like Rumors the song, cool. But a lot of people don't like me because of the way I look.
Right before this IG Live, I think it was a day or two before, she dropped a new song with Cardi B titled Rumors. The song's been trending all over YouTube. A lot of people on social media are talking about it. Her fans were obviously loving it, but I guess Lizzo paid a little too much attention to the people who weren't messing with her song. Even though I haven't spoken about Lizzo on here, I've most definitely paid attention to her. Not really as in her music, because I literally just listened to her stuff for the first time before recording this just to get a sense of what kind of artist she is. Turns out I've been hearing Lizzo's music for like the past 2 years, by the way. For some odd reason, they love playing her music in clothing stores in the mall. I don't know what the deal with that is. Anyway, I digress. So back to what I was saying, I've been paying attention to Lizzo, and one thing I've noticed about her is the fact that she keeps on looking to the internet for validation. She posted a TikTok earlier this year expressing her frustration about how she feels lonely and has no one to talk to.
You know that part of sadness where you feel like a burden on everyone and annoying and nobody cares about you? Can we get rid of that part? It's like, yo, I'm already sad. Gotta add insult to injury that I have no one to talk to about it. It's crazy. Why do we feel this way when we get sad? I don't want to feel this way anymore. I want to feel like I do have someone to talk to. People do care about me.
Now, I can't say that I don't feel compassion for her. With that being said, Lizzo has become the token overweight artist in the industry who clearly is insecure by her weight, and she unfortunately is trying to make up for the lack of that love she feels for herself by seeking validation from a bunch of strangers on the internet. I don't know what it feels like to walk in her shoes, but what I do know is that she's exposing herself emotionally way too much to the public. See, the thing is, her music tells a very different story though. I mean, judging from her actual content in the music, Lizzo comes across as this really confident, fierce, I don't take no BS from anyone kind of person, but that's clearly not who she is as a person. I don't know about you guys, but I've never seen Cardi B crying on the internet because the trolls are getting to her. And Cardi is someone who gets a lot of hate. Cardi B actually trolls the trolls back on Twitter. And you know what? I'd be very surprised if I ever saw Cardi B shedding tears because people don't like her. The same I don't give a damn attitude Cardi B puts into music is the same exact energy she gives off in person. So Cardi B is very congruent with the persona she portrays in her raps. Can't say the same for Lizzo. The issue here is she's playing two different personalities. On one hand, we have Lizzo, the artist, a supposedly very confident woman who doesn't take crap from anyone, and like she says herself on her hit record Truth Hurts, I just took a DNA test. Turns out that I'm 100% that bitch. On the other hand, we have the actual person behind Lizzo, a very vulnerable person who does actually take comments to heart. And there's absolutely nothing wrong with caring. I've said this before, specifically on my videos about Coi Leray. It's okay to care, like Coi Leray clearly cares about her haters, but it's not okay nor smart to constantly not only address the haters, but entertain the negativity surrounding your name. It's actually pointless because you're just feeding the beast that is the trolls, and the trolls have all the time in the world because that's what they do. That is their full-time occupation. This is the internet, man, and people will say whatever to get a reaction out of you. They'll slander your name, they'll make up lies, they'll, like in Lizzo's case, make fun of your weight, but I guess that's the price you gotta pay to be a successful multi-millionaire artist like Lizzo is. I also think Lizzo has identified way too much with being that token overweight artist in the industry. At the end of the day, man, your weight is something you have control over. There's a lot of things we can't control in this life, like the weather, like people saying this and that about you, but if there's one thing you can control, it's whether or not you're overweight. Unlike a lot of other people out there, I don't get a kick out of seeing people struggle, especially when they're on IG Live, bawling their eyes out. Putting yourself out there like this is only gonna lead to more hate. There's no denying in that. Lizzo's core issue, as far as I can see it, is she just hasn't taken the time to address the shit that actually needs to be addressed. Like, for example, why does she feel the need to seek sympathy and validation from the internet? Why does she feel like she's not enough because a bunch of strangers on social media are telling her she's not enough? She actually has the means to figure it out by perhaps getting some counseling, seeing a therapist, and the same with the overweight aspect. She can hire the best personal trainers, the best chefs without breaking a sweat because she has the financial means to do so. I think the main issue Lizzo has though is the fact that she's exposing herself emotionally to social media expecting to get genuine love back, which that ain't gonna happen. At the end of the day, man, the internet loves nobody, okay? Nobody. Yes, you might get love from the internet, but actively seeking that acceptance and validation from the same people who are trying to tear you down, it is a recipe for disaster. I don't think anyone hates on Lizzo for being overweight, by the way. I think a lot of it has to do with her attitude. She's expecting to get embraced by everyone with open arms, and anyone who doesn't, they're a hater. And that's obviously not realistic because people gon' hate. It goes without saying, but if you're successful, you're gonna get hate. No way around it. I've seen a lot of artists going through the same exact thing Lizzo's going through. And in these kinds of situations, they may not have a strong support system as in solid people around them, so they go on the internet looking for that love, which leads to disappointment because, like I said, the internet don't love nobody. Lizzo can spend her time worrying about the people who aren't messing with her, or another alternative, which I think is the superior one. Fill your life with love so you don't have to get on social media looking for that love. Everything is not about money, but at the end of the day, if you're doing what you love, making millions from it, there's no reason for you to be worried about what people are saying. Just get off social media, turn off that phone, and smile because you're doing good in life. What did Tyler the Creator say in that one iconic tweet? Ha 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 ha, how the F is cyberbullying real? Ha 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 ha, nigga, just walk away from the screen. Like, nigga, just close your eyes. At the end of the day, man, success breeds envy, and Lizzo ain't the first artist who's a victim of a hate wave. Like we've clarified, she needs to stop looking for validation from the internet, and really, if we're gonna keep it 100, what's the point of worrying about comments when you're out here making commas? And oh, that's a bar. I'm just gonna end it here. But yeah, Lizzo and the problem she's having. Any thoughts on this Lizzo situation? Like you saw, she shed some tears on IG Live as a result of a lot of hate she's been receiving. Since you now know my take on this entire thing, I want to hear what you have to say. So yeah, definitely let me know in the comment section below, and let's have a discussion about this. For all the people who keep on asking, what do you even say in your outros? That's what I say. Now you know. With that being said, definitely let me know in the comment section below. Let's talk about this.